Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are here to set up our annual sinking funds. So yesterday I shared our annual family budget, so definitely check out that video if you haven't already. But in this video I wanted to set up our sinking funds, and things are going to be a little different, I guess you could say, as far as our sinking funds, because I don't really have concrete numbers to work with. I explained in yesterday's video that I am taking a small amount from my full-time income. My full-time income is going to cover all of our family's living expenses, and I've got $150 of that income per month set aside for sinking funds that are high priority things like household items, diapers, things like that. And then my business income is going to be kind of filling everything else and funding everything else, I guess you could say. So the sinking funds I'm sharing today are more so like very ambitious goals, I guess you could say. I do not by any means make this much on my side business. My side business is very new, planning to prosper, where I create items like this, you know, the budget planner, budget stickers, weekly planning stickers, and a digital life planner, and just different things like that. And then I also, of course, have my YouTube channel. So yeah, this will be interesting, but I'm very excited about the sinking funds themselves. I got a lot of inspiration from different budgeting YouTubers here on YouTube, and including Marissa Lita. I watched a lot of her videos. Of course, I watched Sarah Marie as well, and so just kind of watching all these other budgeting YouTubers and kind of what works for them, I was able to get some ideas of what I thought would work well for our family, especially given that we are making some big changes in 2021. We're in a new house, which comes with new expenses, and my husband this is like the largest piece of it. He's not gonna be working in 2021. He's gonna be a full-time stay-at-home dad. And then of course I started my business, and again, that's super new, so I don't really know what to expect there at all. I hope it grows, obviously. I'm gonna continue pouring my heart and soul into it because I love it. But yeah, so we'll see. It'll be interesting to see where we're at a year from now. So I thought I would just kind of preface everything with that, because these numbers are gonna be skewed, obviously, because I don't know what we're working with. So the first thing I'm going to do is get my little sticker here. So I'm gonna grab my lasso and we'll do our annual sinking funds. I'll make sure that images is selected. Annual sinking funds. And I'm gonna put that right underneath my annual budget. And here's a little trick too, when you are pasting it, paste outside of the little like box, because when you try to do it inside, oh, I guess it actually worked there, but these are all linked, so sometimes it'll like, you know, think that you're clicking on it to go to the linked page, and you're actually not. So, but that actually worked out fine. So, all right, so there's our annual sinking funds script. I'm just gonna put right there, and then we're gonna turn our pen tool off, and when we click on it, that will take us to a blank sheet where we can put our insert in. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull up my files with my inserts in them. There it goes. And I've got my New Year's budget insert and sticker kit that I'm using today, and this is available in my shop. I always have my Etsy shop linked down below for you guys. And just an FYI, you can always use the code PROSPER15, P-R-O-S-P-E-R 15, to save 15% off of everything in my shop at any time. So just a little heads up there. So I'm going to take my annual sinking funds insert, which I have right here, and that's what we're going to be using today to set everything up. So I'm just gonna size this to the page exactly how I want it. Super easy to do. There we go. That looks good to me. I don't think it's overhanging by much, but yeah, that looks good. So now I'm going to turn my planner into portrait mode, because I just have found that to be easier when writing on single pages like this. And as you can see, we have a section for the category, a section for the annual amount, the monthly amount, and then some notes. So let's go ahead and get started. I think I'll start by just like listing out all the categories, and sorry if you can hear all the commotion going on outside. It's lunchtime. Julia just woke up from her nap, so she's kind of in a goofy mood, which is funny, but so for our categories, we're gonna have Andrew, and this is gonna kind of take the place of personal spending money. I'm gonna rewrite that. And I got this idea from Marissa because she does like sinking funds for her personal spending money, which makes sense. So for our personal spending money, or it makes sense to me, rather, I should say. It may not make sense to someone else, but for me, I feel like that's a great idea for our family. But what was I gonna say? Oh, that is going to include clothing. So instead of having separate clothing categories for everyone, we're gonna lump clothes into the personal spending fund, if you will. So there's that. And then we've got car repair and replace. Car repair and replace. I'm gonna turn off my lasso tool so that I can move my writing over without picking up the insert. So car repair and replace is pretty straightforward. It's the fund that we'll use for like car maintenance, but then also to save money to eventually replace our vehicle down the road. So our cars are just about 10 years old. They have over 100,000 miles in them. We're actually thinking about selling one of our vehicles once Andrew is no longer working, which honestly sounds kind of like a relief to me because it's one less thing to take care of and to track and all that kind of stuff. But I honestly don't think we're gonna need two vehicles once he's not working. We live very close to everything. Our daughter walks to school with us. She doesn't walk by herself. And yeah, I work from home full time. So there's not really a huge need to have two cars. And I'm worried that like our one car will just end up sitting there and collecting dust, and that's not really good for the vehicle and stuff. So anyways, so that's kind of what that fund is for. And then we have diapers, which I did decide to separate out from household because I want to make sure we always have enough for diapers. So one situation that we ran into is that we spent too much money on household products, like cleaning products and things like that, because you'd be surprised when you move into a new house, it's like, oh, we need to get new toilet brushes and a new plunger, because like who wants to take their old stuff to the new place, you know what I mean? Like those things needed to be replaced anyways. And I wanted to make sure I had some cleaners and things like that we were running low on and all that. And our household money had taken up so much that we barely had enough for diapers. And so I don't want to be in that situation because we need diapers. Like there's just no getting around that. So I wanted to create a separate fund for it just to make sure we were always covered. And this is gonna be one of the high priority little like items that we will always make sure is funded by my full-time income. So, and I'll explain that in more detail here in just a moment. And then we have entertainment. So that's like if we decide to go to a movie, or we're just, I don't know, going to a museum or something like that. That's where that's what that fund would cover. And then we have Christmas. And gifts, which gifts will be more so for like birthdays, Mother's Day, Father's Day, you know, different things like that. Christmas includes like gifts. If we get new Christmas lights, we're gonna need a new Christmas tree next year. We plugged in our Christmas tree Arizona style. We have artificial pre-lit trees out here, and only one strand of the lights actually lit up. So we need to get a new tree. We just purchased like cheap wraparound like white lights for now because we weren't about to go get a nice new tree. So we'll wait for that until next year, but that would come out of our Christmas fund next year. And then we have haircuts. which I wanted to do as a sinking fund, just to, again, to make sure that money's building up, especially for my haircuts. My haircuts are more expensive. I have super, super thick hair, and I'm very picky about who I go to for my hair. So there's that as well. And I really, really, really need to go soon. But I separated this out from like beauty, because for beauty, that's gonna come from my my own personal spending sinking fund. So if I decide to get new makeup, or you know, I want to get some sort of like nicer product or something like that for myself, that's what that would come from. Whereas haircuts, I think, are like a necessary thing. Like, you have to get your hair cut, you know. Well, I guess you don't have to, but I definitely prefer to, and I need to right now. So, and then we have household, and household is another one of our top priority categories that my full-time income will always cover. Essentially, my full-time income will always cover diapers and household, and I think that's it as far as the funds are concerned. And then everything else will get it'll get prioritized. Like car repair and replace is obviously more important to us than entertainment, for example. So we'll kind of prioritize our sinking funds every month. Every month is going to look different. It'll depend on my business income. If I made more sales one month, or I had more views on my YouTube channel one month, and you know, my income goes up or it goes down, or you know, whatever it may be, we'll have to look at, like, you know, how much money we truly have to work with after like taxes and expenses are paid for business and stuff like that. And yeah, and then we'll just kind of go down the list of like what we're funding and all that kind of stuff. So I hope that makes sense. But, and then we have house projects, and I think I have a really long name for this, like house projects and maintenance, but I think I'm just going to put house maintenance. And then we'll just kind of know that projects go in that category too. So that's where we're gonna have like the backyard and getting our shower redone in the master bedroom. We want to put a different undermount sink without a divider in our kitchen island, and just different things like that. And then obviously just normal house maintenance, getting new air filters, getting new light bulbs, like, you know, that kind of stuff. So there's that fund. And then we have Maddie and Julia, and this will essentially be like anything they need, including clothing. So Maddie and Julia. And then we have school for Maddie. We're just finding that occasionally they need us to bring certain things into the class, or they have book fairs, you know, just different things of that nature. So we wanted to have a fund there, and that will also be good for back to school. When we need to get her new uniforms for the upcoming school year, we'll have money set aside for that. And then there's myself, and this is my personal spending money, which again includes clothing. And then I wanted to have a fund for technology and electronics. So if we need to get new cell phones, if our TV needs to be replaced, you know, whatever it may be, I wanted to have a fund just to like be able to pay for those things, if not in whole, like at least a big chunk of it. So it's not so much of like a, oh my goodness thing, but we're planning on using our phones until like they're completely busted or something like that, which we have not done in the past. I have been guilty of just upgrading my phone every time there was an upgrade available, but that is a thing of the past. We are not doing that anymore. And then of course we have vacation. So for our next vacation, we are hoping to go somewhere up north in Arizona, like up into like the Red Rocks, Sedona area, and just getting an Airbnb and having a really simple like little, you know, stay up there and just go like explore, go on hikes, do, you know, whatever it may be. So for our annual amount, and again, these are goals. These are not like, it's kind of wonky right now, okay? So these are just things that we're kind of striving after. So our goal is to put $1,200 into our personal spending accounts, and that's for all of us really. And then for car repair and replace, our goal is to put $6,000 in there per year. And then our goal for diapers is to $720 per year, which breaks, well, I'll do the monthly. Oh, maybe I should do the monthly amount now. No, well, yeah, how do I want to do that? Maybe we'll just kind of do that. So yeah, we'll break it down by month. So $100 per month is our goal. For car repair and replace, that goal is $500. Oops, $500 per month. And again, there's some months where we may be able to accomplish this, and there's some months where we might not be close at all to accomplishing this. It'll just depend. So $60 for diapers. And then entertainment, we figured $100 a month would be a pretty decent amount. For Christmas, same thing, $1,200, which is $100 per month. For gifts, we thought that $50 would be good, and that's $600 a year, so $50 per month. Haircuts, we wanted to do $480 per year, which is $40 per month, and that should pay for everyone to get their haircut, including myself. My haircuts are usually about $100, so that would, and I usually get my haircut twice a year, but it's been a hot minute since the last time I went. And then for household, that is $1,200 a year, or $100 per month. And again, diapers is separate from that. And then for house maintenance, this is super ambitious, okay? Like, I don't okay, so let me just backtrack a little bit. Our backyard, the estimate for everything we want to get done in the backyard is about $25,000, between $24,000 and $25,000. Plus we're going to need to get patio furniture. So we just kind of upped that to like $30,000. And our goal is to get that done within like 2 years, if we can. It's very ambitious, but if we can do it, like, that would be great. So there's that. And then there's also our master shower, and we got a quote for that, and that was about $14,000. So that's $44,000. And then we also want to get a bunch of other little things, like some rewiring done, you know, get some, I can't really think of it. Oh, the undermount and whatever else it may be, plus like regular maintenance. So air filters, if we need to get a plumber out, or, you know, just house stuff in general. So we rounded up to about $30,000 per year wanting to save for house maintenance. I don't expect that to happen. So let me just put that out there. I do not expect that to happen at all. It's just kind of like, if we are able to accomplish everything that we want to within 2 years, if that's like our goal, is to get everything done in 2 years, which again, I don't think is doable, but you never know, then that would be about $2,500 per month that we would need to save, $30,000 per year, because we rounded everything up to $60,000. So don't think it's gonna happen, but I'm just putting it down here just because it gives us a point of reference. So there's that. And then for Maddie and Julia, that is $1,200 per year, or $100 per month. And then, oh, they're being goofballs up there. And then for school, that's $720 a year, or $60 per month. And again, that includes her uniforms, and if we get a new backpack or anything like that, school supplies, all that kind of stuff. Plus, like, throughout the year, they do fundraisers, they do book sales, like all sorts of different things, like field trips. So that should more than cover that. And then my personal spending money is $1,200 a year, or $100 per month. For tech and electronics, we decided $900 a year, which is about $75 per month. And then for vacation, we want to do $3,000 per year, which breaks down to $250 per month. So our totals if we scroll down, our total for the year is $49,620. And our total for the month is $4,135. So yeah, that is our annual sinking funds of what we're hoping to accomplish. I accidentally moved the page. So I hope that you guys found this video helpful. Again, it's going to be very interesting to see how it actually all shakes out at the end of the day. This year is just going to be very interesting because it's our first year, like, in our situation with the new house and with Andrew not working and all that kind of stuff. So, but if you guys have any questions, comments at all, let me know down below. Again, I'm really excited about these sinking funds. I think that this will cover all the bases for us personally, and we definitely have some ambitious goals, but we'll see how it all works out. So if you guys have any questions, comments at all, let me know, of course, in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe, of course, to catch all my future videos, and I will chat with y'all later. Bye.